Hello, this is FFD Restorations, and today I'm going to assemble a knife based on recent viewers' voting. Before I start, I just want to say that I posted 5 posts on the community tab asking the audience to vote for their favorite design. This went really well, and I want to thank you all taking a part and making it possible to make a knife together. Without further ado, thank you for joining me today. First, I will start working on the blade. This is a bruschetto blade produced here in Norway. The brand is well known and they make knives from 1982. The length of the blade is 3.5 inches or 9.5 centimeters. The weight of this blade is 1.35 ounces or 38 grams. It is fine as it is, but I would like to get a slightly better look, preferably a mirror finish. For that I'm going to use fine wet sandpaper and work my way towards the end on both sides. As a lubricant and to cool down the blade, I'm using tap water. The blade looks a whole lot better, so I will move to polishing now. This American-made hand crank grinder with a polishing pad attached to it will do the polishing job perfectly. I'm satisfied with the blade and the look, so I will work on the handle now. As far as the sharpening of the blade goes, I will do that at the end of this knife build. For now I will protect the blade by wrapping the masking tape around. Many have voted for curly birch wood for the handle, and I can see why. The wood is beautiful and more importantly it is resistant to splitting. The length of this piece is 5 inches or 12.5 centimeters and 1 inch thick or 2.5 centimeters. I will roughly mark the shape of the handle and start with a rasp. I don't want to rush with this step, so I will take my time to get it right. Now when I have a nice shape, I can start with a finer rasp and do the sanding afterwards. I ended up sanding this piece with 120 grit just to get a slightly smoother surface. I need to do two more things to the handle. One of them is to add brass rings here, 3 pieces, and the second thing is to carve rope at the end. But first let's start with brass rings. I will use this brass plate and cut 3 square pieces. Drill for the blade tang and get closer in shape for the handle. Perfect. Finally, it's time to glue all pieces together and call it a day. Let's do that now. I'm using 2-component epoxy glue. Today is the next day and let's check out the knife. It looks rough, but I will fix that in a moment. First I need to file away excess of brass here. Now I'm gonna start sanding with 60 grit. Usually I stop with 400 grit, but for this occasion I will go up to 1200. I just want to get the best out of this gorgeous piece of wood. The handle feels smooth and nice in the hand, so I'm stopping here. The handle is ready and now it's time to start carving. For that I'm gonna use leather edge trimmer. I know it's not meant for this, but it works really nicely. Before I start carving, I will mark the groove lines. Now I'm making a dark wood dust, just to use with the glue to make a contrast on the handle. We are almost there. To finish this knife, I need to work on leather now. I will go with a simple design to complement a knife. For that, I'm going to use this leather here. I will mark the size and shape before I do cutting. Now it is time to glue and stitch the pieces together. I will trim the edges and smooth them out. Let's see how the knife fits. It feels firm and secure. That is all I have for you folks today. Remember to write a comment below for this knife because you can be a lucky winner. Check out more info and rules for this giveaway in the description section of this video. Good luck to everyone! Don't forget to like this video and subscribe to my channel if you haven't already. Thanks for watching.